Hey guys, Trevor here at TC Computer Tech, and today I'm building another PC. I'm actually doing a custom loop in here with this Bitspower set, and I've actually never used one of these. And it's 12mm tubing. I personally like to use 14 or 16, but I'm going to be doing a 12 on this because that is what it comes with. I'm going to be putting this whole liquid cooling set in here. It's a 240mm radiator, and we're going to be fitting the reservoir pump right in there as well, attached to the fans. It's really scary for somebody to do a custom loop inside of a small ATX case. The rest of the hardware is going to be, let me start off with the TUF Gaming ASUS TUF Z590 plus Wi-Fi. This is a great board. I have an ASUS TUF card, ASUS TUF motherboard, and they're just going to flow really well. And the whole theme of it is just going to be amazing because the tube on here, I believe, is like blacked out. So the whole thing's going to have like this really nice black theme. Even the case is black. So it's really going to look nice with some of the RGBs that it comes with. We got the RGB Trident Z RGB memory, which is also black with the RGBs on it. And then we got, this is my favorite thing right here, the i7 10700K. This actually is a special edition box, and this is the last one up there at Micro Center today. They had a whole bunch of 10700Ks. Just this box you had to go in the back to get. I noticed there's one left. Same price, by the way. And there's like a card or something. I don't know what makes it special. It's just really add the rest of my collection of CPU boxes. I realized something when I got to Micro Center about this case is that there was actually like 4 of these in the return aisle. I was like, whoa, dude. This, the power supply. It only fits an SFX power supply. This is a normal size power supply. I mean, that's already like here. A very small form factor. It is gold rated at 650 watts. So I was a little nervous about the 650 watts at first, but it's definitely going to be plenty enough headroom for the 3060, the really nice board, 2 M2 drives, maybe a hard drive, and then even add a couple extra fans if you want. So I feel like this is going to hold up. It's got a 5-year warranty, so I'm not too worried about it. I also got cable sleeves. I have to do that with every nice build. I mean, why do a whole custom like black theme, liquid cooling custom, and not do $30 on sleeving? These are actually sleeved, individually braided, and they come with cable combs to make it look like a real nice clean look. That's what we're really going for here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the snap finger, and I'm about to have this built for you. So this build's taken me a little bit longer than what I expected. The reason I actually needed to change it up is because how cheap this tube is. Literally, it's less than plastic. It is absolutely horrible. This stuff is like not even close to PETG at all. So I wanted to use good tubing. Every time I even tried to cut that, it just cracked. The whole thing just cracked, the whole tube. So I put these tubes on here instead, changed the fittings out. He liked the silver look anyways, and it'll kind of match everything else. So didn't seem like it was off color by any means. And the graphics card will make clearance right there very nicely. And the rest of my loop, you can almost kind of figure out what I'm going to be doing here. Pretty obvious. Got that flow meter, flow indicator, cable sleeving turned out real nice. Got the cable combs up there. Here we are. It took me about 4.5 hours, I would say, to put this thing together. I ran into several different issues. This, I didn't use it. I tried to. I don't even know why. I was like, what? So I tried burning it. Look at, you hear that? This is me cracking it. It just pops on right across. It just broke. That is not safe for any liquid cooling system, ever. So because I wasn't going to use that tubing, I had to change the fittings too, because that was 12mm tube with the fittings it came with, which is 12mm. I just so happen to have silver Bitspower fittings, and most things to kind of match it. Like I was using black 90s and stuff like that, but it turned out really well now. As you can see, it's running right behind me with the ASUS TUF card, the 3060. We got the memory, all the RGBs haven't been set yet. The only thing I'm missing is the SSD, and he's bringing that so I can put it in here. 2 of them, I believe. So we're going to be upgrading this to SSDs, and that's going to be easy. I don't even need to take out the graphics card. The other thing that the issue I ran into, the pump. The pump would not start no matter what I was doing. So it was actually fairly easy to just spin the pump off at the bottom and disconnect one thing, or the drain valve area and that tube coming up. I just disconnected the pump, pulled it out, messed with it, took the bottom piece off. It's actually 3 different pieces. The top part's the RGB part, attaches to the reservoir. The middle layer is the actual pump. The bottom layer is just like a holder that the screws go in and attach all 3 with 4 screws. Now it appeared that those screws were just a little too tight, so I screwed them just a tad bit, tightened a couple other ones. Like some of them were tight, some of them were loose. So I just kind of made them all about as even as I could, torqued them just right. Now it's been running perfectly fine. You see that I just hooked this up to 100% fan speed. Everything else went smooth. Like I said, I've not been able to check temps, check benchmarks, pretty much anything else yet, because I have not loaded Windows, although I got my boot going right there, my boot LED, so I do know that this is successfully booted. I mean, it could be 100 degrees Celsius right now on the processor. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that temps are gonna be probably around 28 to 34, anywhere between that margin gap. And that's just saying idle. At full load, I'm gonna guess it probably might hit a spike of 60, maybe 60. And that's also said it's glass, and then airflow in the back. And if he has another fan on the back side here, that will kind of help a little bit and definitely make sure his temps never hits over 60 on this processor. This turned out to be a pretty decently fun build. It's St. Patrick's Day, and thanks guys for watching. Subscribe. You'll see me next time in another video doing an awesome PC build.